Hi, I'm Steve Dockery and welcome back to the Moot Workshop. Today we have a flat panel iMac G4 and it has a problem. See, we have it plugged in. And so if I hit this switch right here, something should happen. Nothing happens at all. Well, we have a couple of options. The easiest thing is that there is a reset switch under the bottom panel that resets the power management unit. So we're going to try that. And if that is not the problem, then we might have to open it up and see what else we got to do. Okay, I flipped it up on its top, hanging on my lap here. At the Apple Store, we had a styrofoam thing that you could cradle it in, but obviously I don't have that as an option here. There are 4 Phillips screws, and they're captive screws, so they stay on the plate when you take them loose. So I've just got a small Phillips screwdriver. I've already loosened 3 of them, so you don't have to watch me do all 4 of them. But there's the last one. So if I take the plate off the bottom, you can see the RAM over here, and that's where the airport board goes. And there's a little button under the plastic here, and you can't quite make it out. It's right here at the end, and if I push that down for a couple seconds, that's supposed to reset the parameter RAM. So let's see if it did. Okay, we've got it back up right and plugged in. Let's see what happens when we push the button. Nothing at all. So that wasn't it. So what are our options here? Well, there's several things it could be. The simplest one is we may have a bad parameter M battery, which is one of these little guys. This is a 3.6 volt lithium battery. It's a common battery used to preserve the settings on a lot of personal computers. This thing has one inside. Let's take this apart, see if it's that battery. The entire process of taking the iMac G4 apart and putting it back together again is a little convoluted, so we've made a separate video for that, and we'll just skip through those parts on this video. So the battery is right there. There he is. And we are going to make sure we grounded ourselves on something before we pull him out of there. And it's being a bit of a pain. I'm going to use a small screwdriver. There we go. I wonder if that's totally dead. It probably is. But that is going to get replaced with another battery, same brand even. Make sure we put it in the right way. The positive side is that way. So it goes in like so. Now, we can't test this thing with the bottom hanging open because there's a connector, like I had mentioned, right there that needs to be connected together. So I need to fold this back up, close it together, and then we'll see if what I did fixed it. And if it did, then we'll come back in here and do the thermal paste and seal it up properly. Okay, before we test the thing, I wanted to check and see what's going on with this battery. So there you see I've got my voltmeter set up. And we will put the lead on the battery and got nothing. All right, well, let's see. This is an old Pram battery from one of the compact Macs. And you'll notice, as old as it is, it still reads about 0.34 volts. So it's pretty dead. But this is so dead, it reads nothing at all. So that's a pretty good sign that there is a serious problem here. So why is the battery dead? Well, it's only meant to preserve the settings in the computer when it's not being used, when it's unplugged or when it's shut down. And it's been shut down and unused for years. So eventually it just sucked that little battery dry. And having that dead battery in the circuit could prevent it from starting up. So with any luck, replacing that battery has made this thing work. So let's see what we got. Oh, good noises. Yeah, so it's working. So now what I need to do is shut it back down again, and I need to put it together properly, because right now it's just the weight of the machine holding it together. There's not even any screws in it. So I have to open it back up. I need to put that compound on the heatsink thing, screw it back together, and then we will have a functioning iMac G4. All right, I've got it plugged all in, get a keyboard, and boy, that yellowed pretty bad, didn't it? Anyway, let's start it up. We have our happy apple. This is good. And there it is. A successful solution. All we had to do to get this dead machine working was to replace one tiny little battery. But boy, was it a project to get to that battery. Anyway, we will see you again next time on Moot Workshop. God damn it.